What's good, everybody? It's Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com here with another Artist Marketing 911. Today's topic is dealing with how to build a fan base and how to make a living in music. You listen to other people give you advice about building fan bases, and they give you these runarounds and these fluff stories about, oh, just be good and everything will come together. But we all know that it takes more than that. So I'm here to give you the real spiel and give you my particular theory and the things that I've listened to that allowed me to get the fan base that I have today. There is an editor and a writer named Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly made a very famous article called 1,000 True Fans in 2008. His theory was that as a creative, as a photographer, as an artist, as a musician, all you need are 1,000 true fans to make a living at what you're doing. Now, what is a true fan? A true fan in music would be the person that's willing to drive 200 miles to come see you sing for 20 minutes. In marketing, there's something called the 80-20 rule, and it applies to this as well. The rule is that all you need are for 20% of your overall reach and your 20% of your overall fan base to consume 80% of your products. So if you release a pen with your name on it, that 20% is going after it. If you release dog underwear, they'll own that dog underwear and they are buying that ASAP because it has your name on it and they trust your brand. So in essence, all you need are 1,000 of those. Now, the problem with a lot of artists, and that includes me at one point in time, is that we look at the people we look up to and we think that we have to do the same thing that they did. We think that we have to just reach for the sky, that if we make one hit or one song or one video or one dance that just goes viral, and that's not the case. What happens when something blows up, like a dance, they're for very shallow reasons. So if somebody likes the way that you dance to this one song and that's all they really like, they love your dance, doesn't necessarily mean that they've bought into you as an artist and a brand. That means that they love that thing that you're doing. So everybody goes and hoards to it. And it looks like that person is gaining a fan base, when in reality, people are coming for very shallow reasons. And then you'll see a year later, that same person that made a dance or that same person that had this trendy thing that came up, they're nowhere to be found. Well, why is that? Because they never had true fans. They had onlookers. As an artist, you have to focus on not trying to get just onlookers. Your goal should not be trying to get 1 million fans. Your goal should be trying to get 1,000 true fans. Now, let me break this down for you. Here's an example by the numbers how 1,000 true fans can help you make a living. If you have 1,000 people who are willing to invest $100 into you for 1 year, in that 1 year, you'll make $100,000. Now, I know I can make a living off $100,000. I don't know about you, but I can make that work. Now, when it comes to building that fan base, don't be worried. It doesn't require a huge percentage. There are 7 billion people in the world. What you have to understand is that in order to build a fan base, you have to learn how to niche down. All niching down is basically figuring out your strength in something that everybody says about your music, something that everybody loves about your music. It may be just one small thing, and you just zone in on that. You end up building a smaller fan base that just builds off of this one thing. To keep building, you keep building, and you build people who are so dedicated to that one thing. That's why nowadays you can have an artist that specializes in goth trap that's 102 BPM. And the thing is, you may not have heard of him, but he has 1,000 true fans who are helping him make a living because they're buying up 80%. They're only 20% of his fan base. Now, he may have 32,000 followers on Twitter. He may have 7,000 likes on Facebook, but all he needs, in essence, are 20% who are willing to pay 80%. He gets 1,000 of those, he's going to make a really good living. Now, mind you, that $100 that I suggested, that's just the very bare minimum. If you can get a segment of that paying more than that, you'll make clear of $100,000. And that is in essence how you make a living at this. When it comes to building this fan base, here's the issue that some artists have. Artists sometimes are very introverted. Sometimes we have conversations with fans and it's really destructive. So you have to know your strengths. You want to, at some point in time, of course, build those people's skills, but until you can really hone that and really take care of a fan base, you won't get one unless you figure out how to do it or bring somebody in. It may be your girl. It may be your cousin who's just really good with people and really good with presenting you. Before management, before anybody else, find that person that's there that can go in for you. That is a really good representation of your brand. As they're representing you, they're building up fans. All you need to do is build up one fan a day for 3 years and you'll have your 1,000. You need somebody that's going to nurture that fan base. You need somebody that's going to take care of them because those are your fanatics. They go in for you, but at the same time, they will bring you down if you ever do them wrong. You have to know what to do with 10 fanatics before you'll ever get 100 of them or 10,000 of them. You have to know how to follow up with them. You want to have direct contact with them. That's why a mailing list is so important. You want to make sure that you're talking to them. Don't talk to everybody. Don't make music for everybody. When you make something for everyone, nobody wants it. People want to feel special. People want to feel like you made that directly for them. Think of your audience. Think of who it is. Don't worry about if it's a big deal. Don't go chasing whoever's hot right now. Don't worry about that. Figure out who those diehards are. The ones that want signed copies of your albums. The one that want signed copies of your show lists. You got to figure out who those are, and you got to take care of them. And the more you take care of them, they're so fanatic about your music, they're going to tell other people. And they're genuinely around people who have the same type of personality. And that's great for you. Scale it down. Think about who it is that you're talking to. Focus in on what exactly that you want. The moment you focus in, it's not going to be as difficult as you think. This has been the Artist Marketing 911 with Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com. Thank you for listening.